Hey guys, it's Yvette, and I have some products that I would like to kind of review for you guys today. I was contacted by ARTEZA, and this was, gosh, it's been a bit. I want to say it was sometime around Christmas time that they contacted me, and you guys know how my schedule is, so I had actually, if I'm being honest, I was never even thinking of ARTEZA as a place to go for quilting things. I just never did. I always thought of them as just for, people who were artists, like true artists, like you go and you buy your canvas and you buy your paints and your watercolors and, this kind of thing. So when I got the emails, I was a little surprised. Sometimes we'll get emails from places and it seems a little odd because you're thinking, well, that has nothing to do with what I am about on YouTube. But I thought, let me go and check it out. They had some things linked that they thought I might like, and I went and I checked it out and I thought, wow, like ARTEZA is really not what I thought it was. Again, being honest, I don't think that they have, there's not like a huge amount of things for quilters per se. But it's not just artists. I kind of got excited because I went to their Instagram page and I saw a lot of the things that they were making. And so like all of these project ideas that they have all of the things that you need to do those projects, and they're cute little projects. Like I said, it was around Christmas time when they contacted me, so when I went over to look, they had these cute little ornaments that you could make, and so anyway, the crafty person in me just went on overdrive. And I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. So I replied back and I said, yeah, I'd really love to talk to you about being an affiliate for ARTEZA. And we started going back and forth, and I said I think that these products, the ones that I'm going to show you today, I haven't really opened them yet, so I'm going to open them with you and we kind of go over the whole thing. But I was like, I thought these would be things that we could look at first and see, what we think about them, because we just, I'm always wanting to keep an open mind about other products. I don't want to get stuck in a rut of something or thinking, oh, I've got to do it this way, or I can only use this product, or whatever it is. So I'm definitely going to try to be definitely more open to stuff like that. Okay, and especially because I plan on doing a bit more of, my tutorials and my sew-alongs, definitely sew-alongs. I love doing sew-alongs. So let's take a look at what I have from them. And after we take a look and use everything, I'd really like for you guys, if you don't mind, to go and just check out what's on their website. I am going to put some links in my description box and also down in that first comment. The links that I'm going to give you are affiliate links, which means if you use those links and purchase something, then I will get a small commission. But I will also have a code that will get you 10% off your first purchase. So I'm really excited about that, to be able to offer it to you, so that if anything looks good, that's kind of an incentive for you to... Well, you guys always want to see Jellybean. But anyway, that'll be a good incentive for you to go and just check it out. Maybe you're in the market for some of these things, and so that would be a win-win. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get cracking in it. Okay, guys, so these are the items that I asked them to send to me. Again, this is a sponsored video that is... being sponsored by ARTEZA. And so these are the things that I thought perhaps the quilters out there, the crafty people out there would really like to see, just check out how they work. Okay, so I know that you're getting a glare over here, so let's take care of looking at the self-healing rotary mat first. Now this one is an 18 by 24 inch, and I do want to point out that the actual area from here to here is 18 by 24, but you can only measure, if you're using the at least as far as I'm concerned, it's really like 17 by 23, because if you're just looking at these areas, because the edges, they're counting those as each half an inch. But to me, as a quilter, that's very difficult to use as part of the measurement. And I'll be honest, I really don't use my rotary mat for that anyway. I know that there are a lot of people who do, so I wanted to point that out. But almost, like pretty much every, I can't say every, but most rotary mats are the self-healing rotary mats, you know, you have to just look at that, because sometimes they will have it included in the actual measuring part, and sometimes they don't. So you just want to make sure that if that's important to you, that you're looking at that. Okay, so this one, I thought, you know, you guys know that I have like a pink mat. So I thought, okay, I want to actually, and before that, I had the traditional green mat. And so when I went from the green mat to the pink mat, first it was because, quite honestly, I thought the green was kind of boring, and y'all know me, I just wanted pink. So I had a pink mat. So instead of that, I thought, you know what? I really do want to try. Now, this is the light gray, but the side that I really want to try, guys, and I'm serious, I was very excited about this. The other side is dark gray, and I'm excited to use this one, actually. I've been seeing some dark gray out there, and I kind of like the look of it. And I thought, you know, especially for me, because I'm always buying like pink fabric, light colored fabric, and stuff like that, I thought that this might be a very good contrast for me when doing my cutting. So I am actually very excited to try this. Okay, so here's the mat, and now that you don't have any glare, we can start talking about the other things, and then we will, you know, we'll cut some stuff. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is the ruler. It's different, and so I'm thinking I want to really give a go to this. Now, let me take this out, because I know you're probably getting a glare from that as well. And I just asked them for the standard, like 6x6. And, well, hold up, I'm having a little trouble. So, what I liked about it, first of all, the bright colors. Yes, the bright colors are really nice. But also, my fingernails don't allow me to pick things up. If you look at the dark green, or the, you know, bright green color, the outside right here is your 1/4 inch mark, and then the inside is a 1/2 inch mark. So you could pretty much use this, any side of this ruler, for whether you're looking for a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch. It just depends on which side of that you are looking at. And you can definitely see that, especially if you're using like a darker mat, you can see where that bright green is. So I really like that. Okay, so there's the rotary cutter. Other than that, it's got lots of standard things. Like, you've got the 30-degree marks, you have a 45-degree mark, and a 60-degree mark. All of those are very handy whenever you're doing your triangles. And so, you know, bright green, definitely really nice. Okay, so that's really good. I'm excited to try that in just a minute. And then we have their 45mm rotary cutter. They also give you 6 blades. So that was really exciting. Let's see. Okay, so they do tell you how to replace the blade on the back. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory and simple. So let's get it open and see how simple it is. Okay. I've never used a rotary blade like this, so let's see how good I am at putting that blade in. Okay, so if we're looking at the back of the box, we are supposed to set the switch to the closed position. Okay, so that's open, that's closed. So it's on closed. Loosen the nut in the back. Okay, so far so good. And then there's a washer right here. They want you to set that aside, so I'll put that right next to the nut there. Take the bolt, spacer, and blade in order, then replace new blade. Okay, so it looks like you would just lift this straight up. And of course, you're always going to be very careful with your blades. And we all know this, but we still, everybody somebody will have an accident every now and again. So you want to just give it a nice, easy slide. And then you have one. Stick it right on the top there. And you can slide these back. Usually I use the inside of the thing to like put it back in. So there we go. Set those aside, and then I'm going to put this back on top, and I'm going to put my washer in, and then screw the nut back on. All right. Now, I don't know if it tightens up a lot, or I don't want to. I think it probably, because there's a washer in there, you're going to get to a point where it's just going to keep turning. That's because the washer is keeping that space between the plastic and the nut. So that's pretty normal. So once you've been, once it's pretty much even, I think you're done. Okay, so let me set this aside for a second and grab some fabric. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just grabbed a couple of fat quarters. Actually, I think I've already cut into these. Yeah, so I've already cut into these, and I thought that would be a perfect little scrap to be able to use. And no comments from the peanut gallery about the size of my scraps, really. Okay, so I have this piece of fabric, and let's see, I am going to, let's fold it in half. And I am just going to take the ruler, and I'm going to see. Okay, now personally, I'm thinking that it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Because I'm just not sure, or I wasn't sure about how you were going to be able to see the green. Especially I purposely got like a greenish sort of fabric. And I can actually see everything straight through there, and I don't think that's a problem at all. And I kind of like that we have that big area. Okay, I like that. I like that. So let me, now that I know I can measure that pretty good, let me get my rotary cutter, and I'm going to pull it down to get it ready, because see, now it's ready to cut. I will hold my ruler. And wow, that was really nice. Now, granted, fresh blade, I get it, but that was a really nice cut. Let me see. I need to put some stuff down. Now that I have this new mat, I need to put some stuff underneath it, because this table is real slippery. Okay, so now if let's say I want to, let's say that was like a 1/4 inch line or something. It's nice cutting up fabric. Oh, that's nice. It's very smooth, and I like that. See, now I know that you can get the kind of rotary cutter that has where it automatically goes back up. I don't know, I don't really like those too much, but that's just a personal, it's just personal taste. I do like how you can have it open and keep it open. I do understand the reason for using the other if you have kids, pets, but I don't keep it open. I only keep it open while I'm in the middle of using it. Like right now, like I can just keep cutting. And then, okay, it's nice. I like it. And if I need to, let's see, I'm looking for like a 2-inch. Okay. Okay, so I think that I also kind of like, let me close this so I don't freak y'all out. I also kind of like how the lines are kind of thick, because like for me, I know that like I use a friction pin, right? So if I'm using a friction pin to mark my seams, where's my, okay, then I could probably even take this line and put it to the outside of the fabric, right? And by doing that, then when I put my mark here, that keeping it on the outside with like the big thick line is gonna, you'll be able to make up for that with the thickness of your pen, because sometimes for me that ends up being like an issue whenever I'm marking my 1/4-inch lines, or if I'm whenever I'm setting it down to cut the fabric and where do I want it to go, because I always take that into consideration, not only the thickness of my pen, but the thickness of the needle that we're using to sew with, and so on. So there we have it. That's the using the rotary mat, using the ruler with the bright colored. I really like that green and the bright color. I mean, I can totally see that. I love it. And the other thing I was thinking about whenever I was looking at this on their website is my biggest problem is whenever I am doing or making cuts and I'm using like a dark fabric, like either black or dark gray or that kind of thing. I'm thinking this will come up really bright on top of that, and I'm excited about that. And the rotary cutter works just fine. I like that too. Now, let me tell you what else I got that actually I'm pretty excited. And this is going to be good for not only us quilters, but also those people who like to plan, whether it's planning for your day, like if you have a lot going on, or if you're planning for what you're going to accomplish that day with quilting or crafting or whatever it is that you are doing, is these great little daily planner pads. Now, I like using these because it just tears straight off. You work on it on today, you're getting it, all your stuff done, you can check it off, whatever you need to do, and just tear it off, and the next day you have a fresh one. I like this because I have to write everything down, guys. You guys know this, because I can't remember names, I can't remember like all sorts of things. So, and y'all just know, me and stationery, we're like hand in hand. And there's, like, in this pack, if I remember correctly, there's 2 of them that are the same. I think it's these 2. I mean, they're the same as far as design, the layout, right? The way you would work this is you have the days of the week up top here. And so you would just circle it. So for today, we would obviously circle Tuesday, because I'm just letting you know it's Tuesday when I'm filming this. And then for Tuesday, what I would want to do is I'd want to figure out what my goals are for the day. If I have a shopping list, what am I going to be eating, exercise and health. And let me also tell you guys that there are some times where, most times actually, I'm not really worried about my exercise and health. I know I should be, but that's not kind of something that I do on my planner. I would just ignore that and write whatever I want right there. You have little section down here where you can count off your water, right? If you have, you know, what you need to do each time during the day, this is like perfect for all of this. And once you're done with this one, tear it right off and then you're ready for tomorrow. Now, there are these two, but my fave is this one. I like this one. When I saw this one in the pack, I thought, oh my gosh, this one is totally Yvette. You can write the date. You can circle whatever the day of the week is. You have top 3 priorities, things you have to get done. Cleaning, that's a joke. Purchase, you know, you never know. Sometimes I have to either stop at Target to get, you know, a prescription, or I have to go to the store to pick up bread because we ran out of bread, or whatever it is. Maybe I'll have an appointment that day. You guys, 3 things I am grateful for today. I just seeing that, I'm being honest here. I need that. I think that we all need that every day. We just need that. It's a reminder that we are so lucky to still be here, to be able to plan, to think about what we need done, to, you know, we just need to be grateful for everything we have. And I love that it's on this planner. I love that it's there. You could put your mood down, that pesky little exercise and health. What can I put there? What can I put there? Another. Maybe I could scratch that out and go, quilts I like. Or something like that. I don't know. Daily habits and goals. That's actually pretty good. My daily habits really need to include like staying positive even when, you know, XYZ happens, because XYZ is going to happen. You still have the section for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have your water intake. I'm just saying, if this is the kind of thing you like, you're going to love these. They're not too big. You can set it right on your desk and it's not going to get in the way. So, guys, these are the things that I asked ARTEZA to send over so that I could show you guys. These were the main things that caught my attention, basically. And so if to look back on them, I'd have to say, right now, I am really excited to use this cutting mat. I have never tried a dark gray like this. I am very excited for that. I really want to see if it's going to make a difference, because maybe it won't. I really don't know. I've only used boring green and pink. So I'm going to give this a go, see if I like it. I know I'm definitely going to like this planner, but I'm going to give these a go as well. And I think that the rotary cutter is easy to take the blade on and off to replace it, and you just open it up, close it up, open it up, close it up. I mean, you know, it's a pretty standard rotary cutter. I think it's great. And I think that the ruler is perfect for dark fabrics, for sure. I still need probably a little more practice with using it just on a regular basis. But I think it's really great to have these bright green lines. I really, really like that for sure. So if any of you guys have experience with ARTEZA already, whether it's with the rotary cutter or the rotary mat or the ruler or the planners or actually any other thing that they have, I would love to know, because this is my first experience with them as a quilter. And I'm going to try to keep using it so that I can really get a good feel for everything. And I really want to hear your opinions. So please let me know down below in the comment section if if this is something that maybe you've been looking for. Maybe you've been looking for a ruler that you can use on dark fabric. Maybe you're looking for a different cutting mat or anything like that. I would love to know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy sewing!